The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Thomas Jefferson. Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of the Sovereign Goat Man, unedited, uncut, and straight from the heart. As we continue to pray for Israel, as we continue to pray for world peace and for humanity, and as we continue to pray for the innocent lives that have been lost on both sides, and the anticipation of losing more innocent lives in the near future, we cannot ignore what's going on in our country. You have heard me say the phrase, know the game so that you cannot be played. There are two games that the oligarchs play. One is look here, do not look over here. The other one is the Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. Let's look at what's going on in our country. While we are focused on Israel and our Jewish friends, let's not forget that there are hundreds of thousands of illegal aliens that have been allowed to enter the US when Bo Biden opened up the borders. When you look at these migrants, and it's okay to profile, it's not racist. A lot of them don't look like Jose or Miguel or Pedro. A lot of them look like Abdul Muhammad Akbar from the Middle East. And that should scare the shit out of you, because a lot of them are also middle-aged military type migrants that have no family. So what kind of refugees are there coming into the country without their wives or kids? So expect the worst. Hope for the best and expect the worst. What we saw in Israel, I want to be so wrong, but I have this feeling that the same thing could happen to Europe. The same thing could happen here in our country, especially the cities. So stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Get more guns, get more ammo. If you only have one gun, you're wrong. You should have at least a dozen, because a dozen guns in your possession will allow you to raise a squad. If there are three of you, each with a dozen weapons, that's a platoon. When you multiply that, you can create a company, a battalion, a regiment. You get the idea. That's what the Second Amendment is all about. I just have this feeling that if and when the United States is attacked again, it'll be because by design, by the district of criminals, the criminals in suit. And I have this feeling that when that happens, much like 9/11, when the Patriot Act was pre-written and dusted off the shelf and then introduced to the American people, the same thing could very well happen again in the US. What I mean by that is we could be scared once again into giving up what's left of our freedoms, because that's the game they play, problem, reaction, solution. And with everything that's going on in the Middle East, look here, don't look over here. We have forgotten how criminal the administration is. We have forgotten how much trouble we're in monetarily, with everything imploding, the bond market imploding. The price of gas will go up probably $150 per barrel. That will drive up the price of fuel at the pump. So there's a lot of things going on. But as much as we want to support our friends in the Middle East, we cannot forget, and we also have to do our part within our community. And lastly, like I said, I have this feeling that more of our freedoms will be taken away. And I just want to share the quote from Benjamin Franklin: those who are willing to give up their freedom for the false sense of security deserve neither freedom nor security. So stay vigilant, my friends. With that, the Sovereign Goat Man is out.